I'm at Funnel Hacking Live this last weekend, and this dude comes up. He's like, "Oh, Daniel, like I bought Cold Email Mastery 2.0. Like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, so happy to meet you." I'm like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Like, what's your business? Like, what do you do and everything?" He's like, "I do lead generation. I sell to like coaches and consultants as my target market, and I sell them a coaching program on how they can get leads to grow their thing." And I'm like, "All right, cool. How do you do that?" He's like, "I do it with cold email. That's why I bought Cold Email Mastery. That's how I get in touch with the prospects." And he goes, "But I'm having a really tough time trying to sell my coaching program to them. Like, no one's really buying it." And I'm like, "Well, the reason why that is because you don't have the authority or the credentials required to sell that form of an offer." Now, what do I mean by that? There's a triangle, it's a pyramid. It's a literal pyramid divided up into 3 sections. At the top section, it's done for you, like an agency service. And then in the center, with more surface area, there is done with you. That would be like a coaching program. And then at the bottom of the pyramid, with the most surface area, the most volume, literally more fucking volume geometrically, is do it yourself. And that would be a course. So why is it delineated like that specifically? And the reason why is because there are less people who are qualified and able to purchase done-for-you services than there are done-with-you services or coaching or do-it-yourself services or courses. The reason why is because trying to sell a done-for-you service to a business that makes less than like $20,000 per month, it's a piece of shit business, and you shouldn't do that because they're going to get precisely 0 results. If they make less than $20,000 a month, it's because it's a piece of shit business in the first place, right? So what I was trying to explain to him is that on this pyramid, imagine 2 arrows on the side of the pyramid, and 1 arrow is qualification. There are less people qualified for done for you, and then there are below done for you more people qualified for a coaching thing, and then there are more people qualified for a course or do it yourself because there's fucking 0 qualification parameters to purchase a course and get results. Now, the other side is authority required to successfully sell it in the first place. So I want you to imagine that you exist. This is a scale of authority. You exist right here, right? And when you try to sell a done-for-you service, like an agency service, the client can be over here. There can exist a large differential in your status, your authority. They can have significantly more authority or credentials than you, and you will still be able to sell a done-for-you service to them. With a coaching or a consulting program, you must either be equal or the client must be below you. With a course, everyone must be below you at scale. If you have no fucking authority and no credentials, you cannot sell a coaching or a consulting program because you're at the fucking bottom. Everyone is above you. Like every single qualified business owner is above you. So that doesn't work. So people only purchase something to achieve some specific end state, some specific transformation. And any time someone purchases something, there must be some amount of work that is executed in order to achieve the transformation in the first place. So what do I mean? Why am I saying this? Because on that scale of done for you to done with you to do it yourself, the ratio of work from you to work from the client tips onto the client the further down the pyramid you go. So if you sell them a course, 100% of the work that must be executed in order for the client to reach the specified transformation is on them. But when you sell a done-for-you service, all of the work is transferred to you. Now, what this means is that in the value proposition, like the sales argument that you have to quite literally give to somebody in order to convince them to give you money, a part of that value proposition includes the fact that you do everything for them. So it is an inherent sales argument that exists within the actual form of the offer. So the reason I am telling you this is because in general, people tend to prefer spending money than to execute work. Therefore, even when you have a done-for-you service that is 5 times more expensive than a done-with-you or a course, or 10 times more expensive, typically people will prefer that. That is why, as a beginner, you must sell and start with done for you, and you have no fucking other option because nobody is buying a coaching program for you. It's not happening. So let me give you an example. I just paid $10,000 for 70 ad creatives. 10K up front, out the door, 10K. Why would I do that? And now I must explain this to you in this fashion. I want you to take a note of my exact syntax, like this exact phrase, logistical intensity. My specific end goal in this system, I want ad creatives. That's my specific end goal. That's what I want from this provider, or that's what I just need. That's the output I desire. So I own ad creatives. So what is ordinarily a part of the system? What have I done previously? Typically, it was I would write the ads. I would be on the ads. Like I have to sit and film this in this camera precisely. I have to be on the ad and film it. And then they must be edited. So there are 3 points of logistical intensity in order for me to receive the output that I desire. Ordinarily, what I have done in the past is I wrote them myself, I filmed them myself, and then I just paid someone to edit them. That was typically 1/3 the cost of the $10,000 that I just spent. Quite literally 1/3. So I paid 3 times more from the person I bought it from for them to do 3 times more work. So the problem where a lot of you are trying to sell your services is that you are not capturing any of the logistical intensity, or you're not making people understand the logistical intensity that is required for them to achieve the specific end goal in the first place. Because if I were to make a video sales letter, what I would do is quite literally explain to you in step-by-step fashion what precisely is required for you to achieve the specific end goal. This is the point of logistical intensity that must occur. This must occur. This must occur. This must occur. This must occur. Offer. That is literally what would happen. So you are probably not explaining to people what actually is required. And 2, most of you just aren't doing all of the logistical intensity points in the first place. And now the argument that a lot of people will come back to me towards with this is I want to do advertising for e-commerce brands. Everyone wants to make a fucking advertising agency to sell to e-com brands. Every motherfucker, all of you want to do it, right? They want to do e-com, email marketing. They always want to sell to e-com brands. So let me talk to you fuckers. What you want to do, in order for you to actually sell your shit, because you all want to media buy. You want to go on the TikTok or the Facebook ads manager and you want to press the fucking buttons and you want to go to a client and you want to say, oh yeah, well, we give you direction on how to make the creatives. Good fucking luck. No one's buying that shit from you unless you have an absolutely astounding level of authority and credentials that you probably don't have. So here's what you need to do to actually sell that successfully ever in your fucking life to cold traffic. Here's what you do. Logistical intensity point 1. You find the influencers. 2, you handle the communication and ship the product to them. You script out the ads for them. You make sure the ads are edited. Then you take the ads, you launch them onto the ads manager. You work on a performance basis. That's how you fucking sell that. This is the easiest way to sell your stuff. I promise you, if you do this, your business will work so wildly better. It is magnificently ridiculous. You'll be like, wow, I'm an idiot for not listening to Daniel way sooner. I'm an idiot for not watching this video that's gonna pop up right here. Go watch that so you can make more money. There's links in the description if you wanna buy my shit. That would be cool too. All right, peace.